Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I have a good one for you today, so let's get into it. On a rainy night, a woman flees down the street from an unknown pursuer who is chasing her in a truck. She ends up taking refuge in an empty house, but the pursuer uses a winch to secure her car's axle, preventing her from escaping. Fearing for her life, the woman runs away on foot. In her frantic escape, she is struck by an oncoming car driven by a stranger, which leaves her injured and unconscious. The driver immediately calls an ambulance, and the woman is rushed to the hospital. Upon arrival, doctors determine that she has a punctured lung and bruises on her face, and she is experiencing internal bleeding in her brain, raising concerns about potential memory loss. Nurse Masters is assigned to care for her during this critical time. A man arrives at the hospital, introducing himself as the woman's husband. He waits through the night for updates about her condition. Jennifer wakes up in the hospital with short-term memory loss, unable to recall anything about the incident or her life prior to it. A man at her bedside introduces himself as Russell Williams, her husband, and tells her that her name is Jennifer. Initially, Jennifer feels apprehensive around Russell, since she cannot remember if he is truly her husband. To help her regain her memories, he shows her photos from her past, explaining that her parents died in a fire 2 years ago. She quit her job, and she rarely speaks to her friends anymore. Detective Frank Page, who has become obsessed with his work after failing to find his own daughter's kidnapper, investigates Jennifer's accident. The man responsible for the crash tells Frank that he noticed a white pickup truck towing a car with a winch. Frank grows suspicious of Russell as he drives a truck similar to the one seen near the location where Jennifer was hit. Another witness to the accident, Jim Kahn, is also shown visiting the hospital. He leaves flowers for Jennifer, but they never reach her. Russell informs Frank that the last time he saw Jennifer, she had gone out to buy groceries, and he did not hear from her after that. Additionally, Jennifer's car from that night has gone missing. After Jennifer is discharged from the hospital, Russell takes her to their secluded home. She is haunted by brief flashes of memories from the rainy night of her accident. As time passes, she becomes increasingly uneasy about Russell's strange behavior. Jennifer realizes that he has been locking her inside the house at night. She also notices that many of the photographs in their home have been tampered with. Some photos featuring Russell show inconsistencies. His hair appears blonde in some, but black in the mirror. Meanwhile, Russell discovers that Kahn is one of the witnesses who saw the license plates of the pickup truck involved in the accident. He follows Kahn, assaults him with a rod, and ultimately kills him. Russell then buries Kahn's body in the backyard of their home, where Jennifer witnesses him. Frank asks Russell to bring Jennifer in for questioning, but Russell does not comply. The address that Russell provided at the hospital turns out to be incorrect. Frank discovers that no one called Russell on the night of Jennifer's accident, meaning he arrived at the hospital alone. Frank learns from Masters that Russell identified himself as Jennifer's husband by showing family photos and telling the doctor about a black tattoo on Jennifer's body. A review of the hospital's CCTV footage reveals that Russell drove to the hospital the night of the accident in a white pickup truck. Using the tattoo as a clue, Frank uncovers Jennifer's maiden name and her parents' address. His investigation leads him to Jennifer's parents' home, where he finds their decaying corpses. Additionally, he learns from Jennifer's former employer that Russell is actually a man named Ryan Garrity, a temperamental employee who was fired over 2 months ago. While Ryan is away, Jennifer discovers her own ID in his wallet, which she uses to unlock his computer. She comes across images of her real husband, Russell, and realizes the danger she is in. Before she can escape, Ryan knocks her unconscious and chains her to the bed as he goes out to get supplies. When he returns, the corpse of the real Russell is revealed to be in the trunk of his car. Frank arrives at their home and attempts to rescue Jennifer, but Ryan knocks him out and locks him in a freezer. In a fit of anger, Ryan tells Jennifer that he has loved her for years, but her refusal to marry Russell has infuriated him. Jennifer manages to escape into the forest, with Ryan giving chase. Knowing that Jennifer will never love him, Ryan decides to kill her with his gun, but Frank tackles him before he can shoot her, and Jennifer takes the gun and shoots Ryan in the arm. A wounded Ryan desperately attempts to run towards Jennifer to retrieve the gun, but Jennifer fires another shot, ultimately killing Ryan. 3 months later, Frank gives Jennifer a note from her late husband that he found during the investigation. As she drives away to San Jose, Russell's voice narrates the note, expressing how much he loves her